For one more night, Kou sneaks away. He encounters Nazuna, who reminds him that vampires can reproduce under certain circumstances by sucking blood in addition to feeding on it. When Kou uses the word copulating, he feels humiliated. Kou assures Nazuna that he hasn't forgotten why he came when she asks whether he has. He needs to fall in love with her in order to become a vampire, which makes Nazuna uncomfortable. Kou remembers that she had a request before he revealed his desire to become a vampire. Nazuna said that all she wanted was to taste his blood once more. Kou doesn't mind and exposes his neck, but Nazuna is ashamed and brands him a pervert for doing so. Kou leaves for another night, but he is unable to locate Nazuna wherever he looks. He chooses to return to the area near his house and conduct another search there. He also understands that he won't become a vampire straight away, even if she suctions his blood, thus he is no longer required to meet her every evening. After that, Nazuna shows up and welcomes him, which irritates Kou, because he was looking for her. Nazuna explains that she has been stalking people in an effort to draw their blood. Nazuna responds to Kou's concern by saying that each person's blood is similar to a distinct cuisine. Nazuna acknowledges that she is doing this with random people because it is a necessary component of the feeding process when Kou brings up the copulating aspect. Kou wants to exchange contact details with her so they won't have to look for one another every night. Nazuna replies that she doesn't have a cell phone when he asks for her phone number. They move in the direction of her house, where she discovers a cell phone after giving it some thought. She brought it since she believed she would need it, but she doesn't want to carry around such a large and hefty object. They manufactured smaller ones soon after, but she stopped caring. When Nazuna becomes exhausted, she invites Kou to join her on her futon. Kou says she can go suck someone else's blood because he won't be turning into a vampire, but Nazuna asks if she may while they are still lying there. He's unusual to meet someone with tasty blood like him, says Nazuna, who admits that she was hunting for him earlier. After that, Kou exposes his throat, and Nazuna gleefully sucks his blood. On a different night, Kou is still unable to locate Nazuna. Kou is still irritated by how long it takes for her to find him, even when she eventually does. He confesses that he gave her a transceiver for her watch. Nazuna is thrilled, thinks it's awesome, and assumes they can play with them. Nazuna still questions whether they can play with them despite Kou's explanation that they are for connecting. Kou offers to let her use it if she so desires, remembering how he once purchased transceivers for playing. Nazuna is shocked because that necessitates friends, but Kou claims he has his own means. When he was 9 years old, he brought 2 transceivers. After some thought, he decided to hide one in a place that would be difficult to find and make contact with whoever finds it. Since he never received a call and discovered the other was missing upon checking, someone must have recovered it. But for some reason, he also made the decision to put his transceiver away instead of dialing it. When Kou discloses that he is wearing his old kid transceiver, Nazuna finds the narrative to be both sad and humorous. This makes her laugh even harder. Nazuna agrees and leaves after Kou gives her a transceiver and requests that they perform a test play. Kou chooses to call Nazuna after remembering that the transceiver's range is 150 meters. He notices she is in range as she replies. She behaves as though there is an opponent up ahead and that she needs to kill it, but Kou advises her to wait. He is pleased that he brought the transceivers, and it seems as though they have only recently begun dating, which Nazuna finds awkward. The two then spend more time together before Nazuna leads them to Kou's school's roof. She explains to Kou that the night alters perceptions, making the school appear less problematic. Kou nods in agreement as she bites his neck and draws blood. Nazuna found it slightly obscene and pleasant to suck his blood at school. Kou recollects that, while she enjoys making dirty jokes, she feels awkward discussing love and affection. Kou assumes Kou has never been intimate with a human because she also doesn't want to have children. She is quite uncomfortable by Kou's question about whether or not he can call her Nazuna-chan and requests that he use the suffix "sen." Kou believes that they ought to establish a friendship first. Kou, who is on his way home, glances at his old transceiver and wonders what happened to it and if anyone still has it. Kou is shocked when the transceiver then rings. Behind Kou, a female in the other transceiver shouts out to him by name and asks what he's doing. Subscribe to the channel for part 3.